gotta make sure I ain't giving y'all. I gotta make sure that I ain't giving y'all none of them Android vibes. Now y'all know how we do now. Y'all know how we do. I was sitting here debating, and I'm about to go get my eyebrows done on my lunch break. I think I'm gonna get them done after work. Get my eyebrow, get a little eyebrow done, a little eyebrow. But y'all come on up in the room. This is lunching with Lisa. Lunching with Lisa. Now I feel like I need to take this jacket off because I'm gonna sit here in this car. Let me turn down this heat because I don't need all that heat. What's the temperature? It's 50 degrees outside, so it's not too bad outside. So y'all come on up in the room. If you watch me for the first time, I'm Lisa Smilez. I'm Lisa Smilez. We had a new lady who moved into our building, and I went down and introduced myself, and I said, my name is Lisa Smilez, and I made sure I smiled. I had to make sure I smiled and not have no stank looking face. But yeah, so lunching with Lisa. I was debating what the topic was gonna be for today. That's why I didn't want to put the luncheon with Lisa and then next. Oh, how to change your life forever, Tony Gaskins. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good, Tony Gaskins. I'm gonna watch that. Okay, so thank y'all for coming on up in the room. Let me go ahead and stop. Uh, hey Dublin girl. I think I seen Dublin girl. Oh, there she go. I'm gonna go ahead and stop stalling. Now I gotta take off my jacket, so y'all gonna have to hold on, cause you know you walk out and you have your jacket on, but then now I'm here in the car. It's like, and I got on a turtleneck. I got on long sleeve today, so I gotta take this off, cause we about to roast in this car. Now y'all, we on break. So one thing about Lisa. When Lisa break, oh, I break. I already got my shoes off. I'm about to take my socks off too, because y'all know how I feel about my feet. Oh, y'all know how I feel about my feet. I like my feet to be free. I like for my feet to breathe. I know it's a lot going on. I know, everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. Don't nobody panic. Don't nobody panic. Hey, Coach Martina. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. Today, okay, y'all. Now, do I got myself situated? I want to take off my socks. I'm about to take off my socks because I got an hour. Oh, these feet got to wiggle. You hear me? Woo! These feet got to wiggle. Um, I got my feet got to wiggle. They got to wiggle. I got these feet got to be set us free. Set us free. Oh, they about to be set free. My feet about to be set free. Y'all see all what I'm doing in here in this car. One thing about Lisa, I'm telling you, when I break, I break. You hear me? Now, y'all answer in the comment, how do y'all break? Do y'all be over there really breaking? Because I really be breaking. Now, y'all, today is Friday. Today is Bougie Fridays. And I don't think I ever seen the jingle for y'all, but the little jingle is we bougie on a Friday, a we bougie on a Friday, a we bougie on a Friday. Anyway, what y'all eating, okay? And I would say a little jingle all the time, and that's the jingle for today. And today we on that cleanse. So what we eating? Well, I had a snack before I came up here, so I had a salmon cake, and I had some cucumbers. Yeah, I had salmon cake, some cucumbers, and a little bit of these nuts, walnuts. And I brought some with me in case I need a snack during the live. So that was my snack. So I'm probably going to drink my smoothie like around 1 o'clock. Yeah, so I got my smoothie in the car, my smoothie for lunch. And I said, let me go live and not sit in my room because I will go right up here to this hibachi place or this to Jamaican place. Let me go ahead and hit that Brunswick stew chicken with that spinach, rice, plantains. I would have hit that on a Friday. Oh yeah, and I got an hour break. Oh, I would have hit that. I would have hit that on this Friday, but I'm being focused. I'm being focused. So the challenge is, I think more so the challenge gonna be when I get off work, cause I'm gonna want it. I want to eat out. I want to eat out, and it's not like I can't eat out. I can eat out. Like I could probably go get like a salad or something healthy, but I got food out the house and I don't really spend no money. But it's like it's Friday. I don't want to cook. What y'all think I should do? Eat my food at home? I probably should eat my food at home, but I don't want to. I don't want to. But anyway, let me get up here with the topic. So today I want to talk about the difference between how to tell if your hair is breaking off or let's talk about shedding. Now I seen something interesting today when I was doing my client's hair. Around her edges, I noticed that she had like some thinning going on, like around her edges, and she's been wearing braids a lot. And maybe some of y'all who wear like braids and stuff a lot might suffer from this or might have noticed this. But sometimes, like when you wear those braids that are too tight, you will start to notice that you have like the hair that's coming out your scalp. Like y'all see, I got edges right here. But sometimes the hair that's kind of like coming out your scalp, I have like these little white like these little white specks. I don't really know how to explain it, but you have the edges right here. And don't y'all mind my little gray hair right there. But she had her hairs right here, but in between she had like these little white little specks. Now, if you somebody and you wearing braids and you notice that, more than likely whoever braided your hair done braided it too tight, and they done pulled it all the way out from the roots. So the difference between shedding and breaking is, if and I said this before, like when you look at the combs on your brushes and on your not the combs, if you look at the hairs on your brushes and on your in your comb, when you after you finish combing your hair, look at the strands and see if, why I feel like I got something on my lip. Look at the strands and see if it's like a white little bulb or white ball or something on the end. So if you see those coming out, and you have to look real closely, you got to have good eyes. If if you see they got the little white bulb at the end, that means your hair is shedding. And what was happening with that client, like around her edges, whoever had did her hair, they had pulled it too tight, and the hair was still on her head. It hadn't came out yet, but you can see that it's about to fall out, because you can see it was like this long little white bulb, and then her hair was like a dark brown. You can see her hair. So eventually that hair is going to eventually come out because it's shedding. But whoever braided her hair is braiding her hair too tight. It's braiding her hair too tight, and she got to stop with all those braids and be gentle with your edges. So that's gonna be the first sign, is how to tell if it's shedding. Look on the end piece of that hair and see if you see that white bulb. The other sign, like if you don't have good eyes, the other sign is the hair that's coming out the comb and the brushes. Look and see if the hair that's coming out in the comb or brushes, if it's the same length as your natural hair. So if your hair is typically, let me use my hand, let me put this down. Let's just say your hair is about this long, and when you comb your hair and brush your hair, you see that the pieces that falling out is the same length of your hair, then that means that it's shedding. So your hair can even be real long. Let's say your hair is that long and the pieces are coming out are the same length. That means the hair is shedding. Okay, that means it's coming from the root. So that's another test on how you can tell if your eyes are not good and you can't really look real closely to see that white bulb, because you really have to be looking really close, like, to see the white bulb. Okay, you might even have to put up on a microscope or something, but you gotta have some good eyes. Okay, you gotta have some good eyes for that. So that's another way you can tell if it's shedding. Now, how to tell if your hair is breaking off? Most of the time it's visible. Most of the time it's visible. So like, say you natural and you straighten your hair or blow dry out your hair, sometimes you'll see like on the ends it looks bushy or it looks frayed. Sometimes it's visible to see the breakage. Okay, that's one tell sign. The other sign is if you are combing or brushing your hair, and you look at the pieces, and let's just say the pieces are real short. So y'all know the first example I said, look at the pieces and see if it's the same length of your hair. So the pieces that come out, they're like little short pieces. They're not exactly the same length of your natural hair. More than likely, it's breakage. More than likely, it's breakage. The other sign how you can tell if it's breakage is we could do the eye test again, where you can take the strand of hair that came out and look at it real close with your hands, like, and see, look at the strand of hair. So if the strand of hair has a white, I mean not a white bulb, but two black bulbs, like you can't find a white bulb on either one, more than likely that is breakage. Okay, so whatever color your hair might be blonde, it might be all red, just whatever color. Just look at it and see if both of the ends are the same color. But more than likely, if it got that white bulb, it's shedding. Did that help somebody? Did that bless somebody? Now, y'all gotta drink some water. Okay, Dublin Girl said, yep, Tony just posted another video. Should be good. I'm about to go walking. How is the juicing going? Oh, the juice is going all right. That was a dry response, wasn't it, Dublin Girl? It's going all right. That's why I decided to go live during my lunch break so I can stay the course. So I can stay the course. So I can stay the course. Because I got stuff to do. I got goals. I got stuff to do. Okay? So hopefully that helped. And so that was dry, wasn't it? I want to take off my socks, and I got on these compression socks. Like, they got to come off. So, yeah, the short pieces is going to be breakage. So, here's just some of the things I want to talk about this. Here's some things, too, that can cause a lot of breakage. She said, stay the course, Lisa. I'm sleepy. Like, I kind of want some coffee today. Now I know y'all came up here and y'all listen to these hair tips, but y'all can get the shenanigans in between. On Bougie Fridays, too, I be wanting me a good coffee. You hear me? I be wanting a good coffee. And it's Friday. I was wanting that Bucks this morning, boy. Woo! I want that Bucks. I wanted that Bucks, but I said, no, Lisa. I had some ginger tea. I drank my little ginger tea and I kept on tooting to work. Kept on tooting. I made it. I made it, but I'm sleepy right now. I'm sleepy. I'm tired. I'm tired. I might take me a little nap. Because my clients came in this morning and wore me out. They came in talking this morning about wore me out. Okay, so let's get back to the topic. So, what are some things that cause your hair to break off? Number one. Now, I ain't writing nothing down, but I'm going to go ahead and just name some stuff off. Number one, too much heat. Putting too much heat on your hair too often. Too much heat too often. Sometimes people come in, they get a silk press, and about 2 days later, they run the flat iron through it trying to re-straighten it again. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't be letting that heat get on your head 2 days after you done got it done. 3 days after you got it done, a couple times a week. Leave that heat off your hair. Too much, because putting too much heat on your hair is going to break it off. First of all, it's going to dry it out. It's going to dry it out, and when it's dry, it's going to break. So do that. Get that coffee substitute. I mentioned to you it works. But I don't think I can have that during the cleanse, though. But that might be a substitute for when that could be a good substitute when I'm not on the cleanse. I'm just going through, Dublin Girl. I'm going through. So yeah, too much heat. It's going to dry your hair out. It's going to dry your hair out, which essentially is going to break it off, okay? Too much heat. Number two, second thing that's gonna break your hair off a lot, and I'm just going off the dome, just things that I see in common. Second thing that's gonna break your hair off a lot is them ponytail holders. Y'all gotta stop them ponytail holders. I keep telling y'all, my clients keep coming in. I'm like, you gotta stop these ponytail holders. Them ponytail holders. They're gonna dry you out. The elastic is too rough on your hair. That's gonna break it off. Number three, what else can break your hair off? Synthetic hair. Synthetic hair. Synthetic hair can break it off too. Because if you are already struggling with keeping your hair moisturized, or if your hair is already kind of weak, dry, and brittle, and you go and slap some braids in your hair, you gonna make it worse because that synthetic hair is so drying, and when it rubs up against your already unhealthy, dry, and brittle hair, bam, it's gonna break off. Pop, it's gonna break off. It's gonna break off. So that synthetic hair can be drying, and I even said I made a video about this before about that sometimes people get protective styles and they think, oh, I'm gonna get a protective style because it's protecting my hair and I'm not messing with it. And yes, it's true. Protective styles are supposed to be protective. They're supposed to protect your ends so you're not manipulating. You're actually manipulating your hair every day, and it's good for length retention. But here's the thing: if your hair ain't healthy, what you protecting? Okay, you making it worse. You making it worse. You are making it worse because more than likely you're gonna put them braids in, and your weak, dry, and brittle hair is going to be rubbed up against that synthetic hair, and that synthetic hair going to dry it off. It's going to break it off more, and then more than likely you ain't going to be shampooing your hair. You ain't going to be moisturizing your hair. You can be able to get to your ends and moisturize your ends like you want to, and so you're going to probably have that protective style in for maybe a month or two. And so that's a month or two of your hair not going with the nourishment and the products it need. And then you take it out, it's going to be worse. So those protective styles, that synthetic hair, it will break your hair off. So just know that if you can do those protective styles, um, but just be mindful. What's the health of your hair? What's the health of your hair? Have you got a trim? Have you trimmed your hair? Have you got a treatment before you put that in? Is your hair real weak? Do you need a protein treatment? Do you need a steam treatment? What's the health of your hair? So think about that. So that's the third thing that could break your hair off was the protective styles. Okay, Dublin Girl said check the ingredients on the packet and you'll find out if it's allowed on your plan. Okay, that's a good idea. Okay, Dublin Girl, she said she just ordered some. Okay, okay. It probably is good. I think I was looking at the different flavors or something. I was trying to look at the different flavors. Hey Gigi. He said, I just made it in the room. Come on up in the room. Yes, yes. Come on up in the room. Um, Dublin Girl said, I meant to tell you that the rosemary spray smells great. And I like that you can use it on your skin too. Yes. It's an antiseptic. It can be used as an antiseptic too. Yeah, it's now Dublin Girl, that spray strong now, ain't it? That spray strong now. That spray. Double girl, it got a little tingle to it, don't it? And now, double girl, you see why I say when it comes to that spray, I can't spray that at night because I'll be up all night. I'll be up all night because you have that tingling cool sensation. It have you up all night. It's some good spray, but it'll have you up all night. It'd be good to wake you up in the morning. Let me turn this heat off. It'd be good to wake you up in the morning, but you can't. Well, I know with me, I ain't gonna say you can't because you can spray whenever you want to. But I know for me, it had me up all night, so I can't spray it at night. So I'm glad you like the rosemary spray, and yeah, keep on using it. And double girl, take some pictures. I don't know if you took pictures before you start using it, but take pictures before, and then maybe take another picture a month later, see how your hair look. Okay, Gigi said, "Hello, family for life." Hello, double girl. Blessings and more blessings. Yeah. So what I say, what could break your hair off? Did y'all write it down? I said too much heat. I said um, synthetic hair. I forgot what the third thing I said. No, it was too much heat. Ponytails was the second thing. The third thing was the synthetic hair. The other thing that can break your hair off is trying to detangle your hair when it's super dry. Trying to detangle your hair when it's super dry. That's going to break your hair slam off. You need that hair to just be look a little moist. Now, it don't have to be soaking wet, but you need to spray just a little bit something on it. Like get you some leave-in conditioner to spray on it. Get you a detangler. You need a little something on it. Even if you want to mist it with water just a little bit. And here's the thing too. You don't want to, like, if your hair is like extremely detangled, don't go and submerge your whole head in water and then like I'm gonna just wet the whole head. Like, don't go in the shower and like submerge your whole head and get the whole head wet, because you're gonna cause some tangles. It's gonna knot up. It's actually gonna knot up. I'm a little sleepy. I'm about to take a bite of this granola bar, so I feel my body getting weak. Let me get a granola. Now we not supposed to have granola on this cleanse, but because of the type of job I have, and this is how you gotta listen to your body. With the type of job I have, it can be a lot on my body. So I sometimes throughout the day, I'll nibble on this granola bar just a little bit, just to kind of give me a little energy. Okay. So what was I saying? Now I'm gonna have to take a bite. So y'all forgive me for crunching in y'all ear. Y'all y'all forgive me. Okay. I'm gonna take my mic out so y'all won't hear me too bad. Okay. Dublin girl said. Dublin girl said, how many times? Hey, Dr. Roy Easton. Dublin girl said, how many times a week do you think I should use it? You can use it every day. To be honest with you, you really can use it every day. But sometimes, like starting out, it'd be a little bit too strong for some people. So starting out, I recommend like maybe doing it twice or three times a week, just so you get used to it. But after that, if you feel your tolerance, okay, every 2 to 3 days is good. Then you can kind of like bump it up where it's like every other day, and then you can bump it up to every day. So I always say start off slow because it can feel a little overpowering until you get used to it. But you can use it every day. You can use it every day. It don't cause no build up, so you should be good. And I think Dublin girl also said, yes, it's great. It tingles. I put it on at night. Oh, you be putting it on at night, Dublin girl? Oh, you a bold one now. You a bold one. Because I can't put it on at night. Can't put it on at night. I can't. I can't. So let's get back to the topic of breakage. What was the last thing I said? Y'all help me out here. Y'all help me out. So last thing I said, I was talking about detangling your hair when it's super dry. So you want to put a little something on it and to comb it out so it's not super brittle. Okay? Because when you're doing it super dry, it's gonna break off. There's caveats and nuances to this, okay? The caveat is I have no problem with it at all. I don't mind the tingling or the coolness. Now you different because I can't do it at night. Now here's the caveat with this. When you are, so y'all know how I said don't submerge. That's the point. When you submerge your head in the water, like get it complete. Like say you just took out some braids, you didn't comb through your hair, and you want to detangle. Don't submerge your hair and get your whole head wet because, like I said, you can cause it to knot up. That's why I say it's always good to detangle before you shampoo your hair. Because if you don't detangle before you shampoo your hair, if you don't detangle before you submerge and get your whole head wet. Now, I'm not talking about like if you just take like a spray bottle and spray it. That's different because the spray bottle is just enough to get it moist. But what I'm talking about, if you have not detangled your head and you go and dip your hair in that shampoo bowl or in that kitchen sink or in that shower and get the whole head wet without detangling, your hair is gonna knot up and you're gonna have a situation. You're gonna have a situation. And also remember, when your hair is wet, that's when it's at its weakest state as well. Yeah. Now it's a little bit stronger when it's dry, but I still don't encourage it. Detangle it when it's dry, but when it's wet, when your hair is wet, you have to be gentle because that's when your hair is at its weakest state. Okay, it's very vulnerable. Most of the time when it's wet, it's softer, so it don't have the same strength as it did when it was dry. So this is just another tip that when your hair is wet and you comb it and get the conditioner and stuff through, don't be rough because your hair is real weak, and that's sometimes how a lot of people lose a lot of hair too. Is during that detangling process when it's wet with the conditioner. So also be careful with that. Be careful. Be careful. Very careful. Because during the shampoo days, a lot of people can lose a lot of hair and it's unnecessary. Unnecessary. Okay. Dublin. Okay. Gigi said it. Or wait to get a professional. Let me stop yelling in y'all ear. Now, y'all, I am so sorry because I have a video that I made this morning and I got loud. I got loud. I got really loud in the video and now I'm so sorry. So I'm going to upload the video to drop tonight. And when y'all listen to it, I'm sorry. Turn the volume down. I'm so sorry. And I was out in the video last night when I was coming home from work. I'm so sorry, y'all. So y'all please forgive me for being loud. Y'all forgive me for being loud. I be forgetting that this microphone is right here. Or even when I'm at home, I be forgetting that that microphone is right there. So y'all forgive me for being loud. But the video that I recorded this morning, it was really good. So I'm going to drop it tonight so y'all can listen to that. But yeah, or you can just wait to see your hair care professional, okay? You can wait. Now, some of the things that might cause your hair to shed, I'm going to go through like maybe 3 reasons what might cause your hair to shed. One reason could be stress. Stress. I have a client right now and so much of her hair is coming out. She got so much hair coming out right now. And she got to stop stressing because that's what it is. Ain't nothing else going on but her stress. When I shampooed her today, um, it was like a handful of hair. And then when I combed the conditioner out, it was another handful of hair. That's not normal. And then when I blow dry her hair, it was another handful of hair. That is not normal. That is not normal. Especially if you have already, and she had combed through her hair. Yeah, she combed through her hair before she came to her hair appointment. Because she always do. She always do a good job with detangling. She combed her hair before she came to a hair appointment. So even when I dipped her in that bowl and when I shampooed her real good, I put the conditioner on there, and when I put the conditioner on, I detangled her hair again for the silver and the steamer. It was a handful of hair, and it shouldn't have been that. And even after I blow dried, because you got to think I already detangled during the before the steam. So even when I blow dry, my brush from the blow dryer should not be filled with hair again. The brush was filled with hair again. I said, yeah, we got to get this together. I said, because it's nothing else. You got to stop stressing out. So her hair is coming out by the lows, and it's only because of stress. So stress will definitely increase your shedding. So take care of your mental health. Don't let people drain you. If you missed my video last night, I talked about how people need to grow up and how you shouldn't let people drain you. And something happened today. Let me tell y'all a little story. Something happened today, and it was about to stress me out. And I said, I ain't, I'm not about to do that today. I said, I'm not about to get out of character because I was having an issue at work because my steamer kept going off. Like I was trying to steam my client's hair, and we've been kind of having this problem. And I've been talking to the lady who owns the building, the landlord, about it, and it's so frustrating talking to her sometimes because she just don't. I just feel like she just don't listen, and so we have to go back and forth. And that today I was like, it's Friday. I don't have time to go back and forth. Just get it fixed. You know, everybody's here working in the salon. Everybody is gonna be running their dryer at the same time. Everybody's gonna be running their steamer, and she tried to have a bad different spirit. And I said, you know what? I don't have time today. I don't. I don't. And I really was about to let that frustrate me today because I was getting upset because as soon as I set my clamp on the steamer, it went off. I had to go walk all the way down to the other part of the building and reset the breaker thing. I'm thinking like, this ain't my job. This ain't my job to keep having to do this. Like I was getting frustrated. Like it went off 3 times. And so the owner, she just God bless her. She just wasn't listening. And so I'm waiting for her to call me back. I wonder how she coming back since I've been up here. Did she call me? Oh, and yes, she would call me while I'm up here. But I'm gonna get out the phone and call her back. But yeah, conversations with her, God bless her. She a sweet lady, but she be trying to have that bad different spirit with me. And one thing about me, you get that rent every week. When I have a problem, I'm gonna need for you to fix that. Because my account was good when you drafted that money today. You hear me? My account was good. So if I have a little issue, just come fix it. Don't have no bad different spirit. So I gave y'all that little story time that I had to take some deep breaths and be like, you know what? She ain't about to stress me out today. I ain't about to do this today. Um, just get the problem fixed, okay? So we praying it is fixed by the time I get back to work. So yeah, stress. And I know this is true because when I was stressed a couple years ago, I told you I had a whole bald spot in the middle of my head. My hair had came out. My hair had came out. So that stress, it will take your hair out. The second thing that'll cause your hair to shed a lot would be like medications. Certain medications that you're on. So you got to remember that these medications you're taking are going into your bloodstream and it's going to alter some things overall in your body. So you might experience some shedding with your hair. You might experience some shedding. The third reason it could be with the increased shedding, I'm going to say hormone imbalance. So maybe you just had a baby. And when I say just had a baby, your baby can still be 1 year old. Even though you didn't just have the baby 1 or 2 months ago, that baby's still fresh. That baby's still fresh out the womb. That baby's still fresh. Now I had and sometimes that shedding, it can last almost up to 2 years to that baby 2 years old. Now it's rare that happen with most moms, but I have a mom right now and she had twins and her twins, I think are one, and she is still experiencing some postpartum shedding. And I was telling her, I said, yeah, you probably one of those rare ones where you are actually still experiencing some shedding. Because you have to think you had twins a year ago. So that's almost kind of like double the hormones in a way. Because you was carrying twins. So she is still experiencing a little bit of that postpartum shedding. I think for the most part it's kind of like clearing up for the most part. But yeah, that postpartum shedding sometimes with some women it can last almost up to 2 years. So just keep that in mind. That's not everybody's case, but with those hormones being imbalanced, they can cause some shedding. Okay? Okay. Dublin Girl said it's totally fine. You're having fun. Right. Right. Because I be over here loud, keying, having a good old time. You hear me? I sure do. So that's what I have for y'all this luncheon with Lisa. I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to stay the course. Today, I'm about to call this lady back. And I think I'm going to take me a nap. I'm about to take me a good old 15-minute nap. You hear me? Right here in this car. I'm about to lock these doors. Take a nap. I am. So I hope this video helped. Now look, if you made it to this point, put what's gonna be the word of the day? What's gonna be the word of the day? If you watching this live or if you watching the replay, if you have made it to the 35-minute mark, I want you to put Stay the course, Lisa. Yeah, y'all go ahead and encourage me today. Say, stay the course, Lisa. So I can go and see these comments later and I can be reminded if I want to go get that hibachi that I don't need to do that. I need to stay the course. So put stay the course in the comments on the replay if you made it to the end of this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. And now I'll see y'all in the live stream. Bye. Now look at my little finger.